Sprite Castle. Sprite Castle. Sprite Castle.
Mr. Rob O'Hara.
Sprite Castle.
Hey, everybody, what is going on this fun Wednesday night? Hey, Mr. Steel Rat 666666, what's going on, my friend? How are you doing? Hey, I see Cantankerous in there, and I just talked to Wide World Retro. I know Pinback's in here. Looks like the gang is all showing up for tonight's fun stream. Oh my gosh, Pinback is hitting us with the bits right out of the gate. What is that? 11111111. Those are... Who is that? It's just a random guy winking at me. He's flooding the channel already. Bits crazy. So, if you have watched any of my streams before, you know that they all start out going one way, and they all end up going a different way. And that is, I do know who that is. All right, I just had to click on it. I was going to do my podcast tomorrow, Sprite Castle. Tomorrow's episode of Sprite Castle, which is my Commodore 64 podcast, is going to be about a racing game. I'm featuring a racing game, and so tonight I was going to stream a racing game, the same racing game. I don't want to tell you what it is because it'll be a surprise for tomorrow. But then I was just made aware of some terrible news earlier this evening. Let's go over to the left monitor. I saw this message pop up. If you can't read that, it says, "We have just learned about the passing of Shabbo-Doo. Our prayers and thoughts are with his family and friends. His influence in this dance community, from Breakin movies as Ozone to the underground scene, bless so many. Rest in peace, Shabbo-Doo." Now, I am, this is terrible, terrible. For those of you that have not followed me for a long time, or known me in real life like Steel Rat, I was big into breakdancing, and that was 5th and 6th grade when that, I don't want to call it a fad, I want to call it a way of life, a lifestyle hit. And so the whole stream, about an hour ago, the whole stream, everything has changed. And tonight we're going to be playing a classic Commodore 64 game, Break Street, which is not only a great game, and we're putting the word great in air quotes, but also, I will say this, it is the best breakdancing game for the Commodore 64. In fact, if you want to see, I mean, this was encapsulating the 80s right here. I mean, this is the cover of Break Street. You can see the dude here. By the way, there's nobody in this game that looks like this dude, but he's got on his, those look like sweatpants. They don't look like parachute pants. He's got on yellow sweatpants, maybe a red bandana, some green. Every cartoon of the 80s had generic high tops. Those are not Converse. They just look a lot like Converse with a blank white circle on there. What else has he got? He's got that sweet jacket. It's kind of an 80s jacket and a headband and colored sunglasses. I have multiple pairs of colored sunglasses around here, but it's not bright enough to justify those. So anyway, wrong screen. Let's go to the full screen here. So we are going to be loading up some Break Street, and I've got a couple of things to share. In fact, before we get started, I will share something. This is from my childhood. Like, I owned this in 1984, possibly 1985, when this came out. This is the Electric Breakdance album, the hottest breaking music on the street right there. And what is the hottest breaking music on the street, you might ask? Well, I will tell you, but I was looking to see, oh Rewards from Pinback. Pinback is flooding. Look, what are you doing? You're flooding. You're giving all the goods. We haven't even got started yet. Oh, Flavor Flav, what are you doing? You're shooting everything early. This has a... Oh my gosh. What are you doing? You're giving out gifts. Victory. What do we got here on Electric Breakdance? We got Jam on It. We got Clock on the Wall. We got Magic's Wand by Houdini. You're the One for Me by D Train. I think everybody knows that classic. I don't know it. I own this album. What else? White Lines Don't Do It For Me. And then It's Like That by Run DMC. And then the classic song that I listened to a million times, Rocket, which everybody knows. Everybody's familiar with the song Rocket, and if you look closely, it is Rocket by BT and the City Slickers. Not from the original artist. You couldn't afford that with the Electric Breakdance. But the cool thing about this album, and I don't have it anymore, is that it came with a giant poster that showed you all the sweet breakdancing moves. And we're going to be doing all those moves right now on the classic Commodore 64 game known as Break Street. There it is. And here it comes. We are going to be getting down on the floor tonight in honor of the untimely passing of Shabbo-Doo. Shabbo-Doo's real name, I always want to say Alfonso, but it is not Alfonso. It is Adolfo. Adolfo Quinones. Who is I know what you're doing. You're gifting subs, you crazy man. I know what's going on. This is not my first Twitch stream. This is like my third or fourth Twitch stream. I'm like an old veteran now. It's been a month. Let's see. I'm gonna have to. Normally, I normally crank the audio down pretty low in these games, but this game has such sweet breakdancing music. By the way, when the credits come up here, I want to point something out, and this is hey, you don't need to know how to get mod, buddy. What you need to know is how to get gifted a sub, and to that you need to talk to Pinback. These are the credits that are coming up while it's still loading. Animation by Steve Chin and Mark Madlin, but there's going to be another cool credit here in just a minute. This game took a long time to load, and sometimes I fast forward or warp through these, but not tonight, because why would you want to skip any of this great graffiti style Break Street? We have music. So come on, we got one more thing coming up here. Action by the D Roxy crew of Seattle, Washington. Now, here's the funny thing. When you're a kid, so I would say, so first of all, Wide World Retro, you're asking if I'm a new player or if I'm a master. Not only am I a master of this game, but I am a master of breakdancing in real life. Sometimes my joints pop and lock. There's a breakdancing joke for you. Sometimes I do the wave. I was pretty big into breakdancing, and I have played this game many times, including earlier tonight. Okay, so let's turn the volume down on this just for a minute, because this game says all the breakdancers, their moves were based on the D Roxy crew. Now, when I was in the 80s and I first got this game, I had no idea who the D Roxy crew was, and I would say 99% of people still don't know who the D Roxy crew is. But let's go to the tape. Let's go over here. Look at this.
You should see the people breaking on the floor. B-R-E-A-K, break down.
Break, B-boy, 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 B-boy.
This is like the world's most generic breakdancing music. So there are two guys here. I wonder, because there's two guys that look to be very, like they're, well, I guess they're all kind of wearing the same costumes, because we're going to get to that, but because there's a pair of identical twins in this game we'll be discussing very shortly. But this is the D-Roxy crew from Seattle, of course, as a kid. I had no idea who the D-Roxy crew was. I really still don't know who the D-Roxy crew is, but at least I have now seen them. So let's get some music cranked up here. You guys will have to let me know. I'm playing with the volume a little bit. Let me know if that gets a little too loud, but I just don't know that the soundtrack to this game could be too loud. I don't know if that's possible. Oh, I know that could be too loud. I've got the D-Roxy crew cranked up, baby. Need to know how to do the moves? I'll show you how to do the moves. Man, I was such a big breakdancer. So, a couple people have already mentioned that, yes, breakdancing is going to be an Olympic sport. You're saying 2024, but I think it's the 2021. I think it's the Olympics that got delayed to next year. I'm super looking forward to that. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to judge breakdancing. Breakdancing seems to me like a. It's hard to judge. I mean, it's not like diving or something like where you go directly vertical into the water. It's a perfect score, or different things like the pommel horse where if they mess up, they get points deducted. So I don't know who's gonna, who could have been a judge, frickin' Shabbo-Doo, but no more. Now they're gonna have to get Turbo, who I actually like more than I like Ozone, but we're not gonna tell him because we're gonna have respect for the dead here on tonight's show. So let's get started. We're gonna play a couple rounds of this, then I'm gonna show you. We'll play a couple rounds of this, and then I'm gonna show you a couple of videos that I've got queued up. We've got all kinds of fun stuff lined up for tonight's show. So, Pinback, is everything, are we doing everything according to the rules, to the Twitch rules? Let me know if we're, if things are not lined up. All right. Let's go. Okay, so, welcome to, this is Break Street for the Commodore 64. It is not available on any other computer because no other computer can handle it. By the way, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and reveal one thing here. Let's go back to the full screen for just a minute. I dressed up in honor of Shabbo-Doo. I've got on the Christmas attire. I've got on the formal vest. I've got on the tie and the shirt, but now that we're getting into breakdancing, it's all coming off, baby. All right, we're getting into the street clothes now. All right. This show's ridiculous. I'm a freaking grown man. I'm putting on a fake tuxedo. All right. So with Break Street, before you start here, there are a couple of different modes, options. If you hit F1, you'll go to the high score screen. I guess I have to click on the screen here. All right, so here's the Wall of Fame, and you can see there are 4 different, it's just like James Pond, 4 different scores, one for each breakdancer that you can play as in the game. F1 goes back, and then F3 will switch between the different breakdancers you can perform as. You've got Whip Rock over there, and you notice that his name is in white text. He's wearing the white t-shirt. Show Rock is back there in the yellow. Now you got Double Trouble, the twins, and then the 4th mysterious dancer who's located off stage left right now is D-Dog. If you choose D-Dog, he will come on. All these dancers have exactly the same moves. So it really makes no difference on who you want to play. But the one cool thing I always liked about this game is whichever guy that you pick, or the two guys if you do double trouble, they disappear from the background, which I just thought that was a cool touch. So you see in the upper left it says warm up, and if you hit F5, now we're in game mode here where you've got a timer. And so if you do warm up, I'll just show you the warm up, because all warm up is it shows you some of the moves. In fact, I won't even do warm up. I will just hit F7, which is the demo mode. So we'll hit F7 just so you can see a little bit of what's going on. So you can see these guys. He's doing his moves there, and it tells you what to do. Now, all these moves are performed by holding the joystick in any direction, except for down and to the right, which we will talk about. If you do down and to the right in any mode, you just fall and your round is over for some reason. I don't know why that is. Let me hit demo again. And so now I've got Show Rock, and he'll come up and he'll show you some of his sweet popping moves. But again, every dancer in this game can do every move. So there's no unique moves. They're all identical. Every dancer is identical. I like that sweet... now, I got to tell you, I've been corrected. When I was growing up, they were ghetto blasters. I've since been told that the appropriate term is... boombox. And now we don't say ghetto blaster anymore, although they're still listed as ghetto blasters on Amazon. Have you looked up? I was going to buy one with Bluetooth. They're crazy expensive. All right. Oh, there's double trouble going here. So you can do moves while you're standing up, or while you're going, if you squatch down. It better not be. What TOS? What's going on over here? All right, so let's pick who we're going to pick. Let's get it into game mode, and I'm going to pick Show Rock back there. Now, if you hit any direction or the button, the game starts. And here comes Show Rock, and now you're just kind of popping and locking. And notice on the left-hand side, there's a meter that's going up there. That's your endurance meter. And so most of the moves that you do while standing up don't take down any meters. So we could do a little tut, we could do some moonwalking, we could do some popping and locking, some waves, whatever. But now we want to get down. Let's get down, buddy. And now we can start doing some sweet spins. And these are really, I'm just hitting button and left, button and right, button and down. But notice how my stamina is going down. And when the stamina gets real low, my guy will turn red. And that will tell us that we're almost burned out. And he's turning red. We got to get him to stand up. And now, so I got ×5 bonus there. I'm going to do my little crazy moves there. Got to get one more move in. There we go. And there we go. My time has run out. So there's my score, 18,400. It's not a terrible score. Not a great score. I like to come up with good high score names, so feel free to fill the channel. I think I will be Flack Dance. I think that's a good one to start off with. There we go. And now we can start as a... we're not doing that. Pin back. Now we got double trouble. Now, as you can see, that the most points are gained on the floor, and especially if you can link moves together, like little spin, another spin, another spin. Oh, looks like 3. Now you got to get up. Get up, get up, get up. Yeah, it's unfortunate that there's no cardboard. As you will see here shortly, after we'll try all 4 dancers. And then I'm going to show you a couple of surprises, things in the middle of the stream here. What if I hit bottom left? I forgot what that does. Oh, okay, that's that. Got a little tut action. Oh, I got enough time to do a few more moves. 1, 2. Oh, come on, let's get that combo going. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Do some more. All right, let's get back up. There we go. Oh, I got a bonus because I wasn't, if you're standing up and not spinning, you get a bonus. All right, get up. Oh boy. The end. Time's up. I didn't get the points for that. Now, as you can see, and those scores that are showing on the right-hand side there, those are not the highest scores. Those are the latest scores. Boogaloo is a good one. I'm going to use Rob Boogaloo next time. Okay, let's see. We haven't done the guy in the white shirt, Whip Rock. So let's do him and D-Dog, and then we'll go to some fun stuff here. All right, let's just take... Oh, no! Okay, so what happened? So what I did was I tried to spin, but I wasn't crouched down yet. And so my guy just fell, and my round is over. I've ruined everything. He got 1,000 points. So let's go to D-Dog. I gotta ask Steel Rat, is this a game that you remember playing? I mean, I remember playing this, and Steel Rat was my Commodore 64 gaming buddy, but I don't think that he was necessarily into breakdancing like I was. And we really didn't meet until, well, we didn't meet until 7th grade, and my breakdancing days were kind of 5th and 6th grade. Okay, get up, buddy. Come on, D-Dog. Rock it out. Catch your breath. How about a little moonwalking action? How about a little wave? I like this little weird pop and lock thing he does. Watch this. Alright, we got our stamina up. Okay, let's do some cool spins. Look at that. Guy's an animal. Get up. Okay, so I should have got my bonus. I did. Let's take it to the streets. Hey, Mr. Carey, how are you, my friend? Oh, D-Dog. Look at that score. 55,000. Rob Boogaloo. I'm going to legally change my name to Rob Boogaloo. I love that. All right, so we have tried all 4 fat and sassy. Well, join the club. It's an entire, that's all of us here tonight. So we've tried all 4 dancers. I'm going to show you. Let me show you another item from the personal collection, the personal breakdancing collection of Rob Flack O'Hara. This is another album that I owned when it came out. This is the album that I owned. Oh, it's the soundtrack. Oh, you know what? This is not the album I owned. I did own this album, but there's the story behind this. And somewhere I have my Beat Street album. I don't know where that is. It's over in the records over there. You've got, of course, on the front, we've got Ozone, Turbo, and Kelly, a.k.a. Special K. Hey, what's going on, Aaron? Yeah, so you can see the sweet... there's kind of like a little bio of each one. There's Special K, Kelly, the girl, the uptown girl who's come down to dance with the street guys. And then we've got Turbo there doing the spider. I guess there's 2 pictures of Turbo. I guess we know who's the most popular. And no picture of Ozone. Well, that seems ridiculous. I mean, 2 pictures of, 2 Turbos, and I don't even see Ozone in this bottom one down here. Well, why aren't we showing this off for the guy's funeral? Oh, Shabbo-Doo, I'm so sorry. So, all right. So we talked about, we played a little breakdancing. We're going to play some more breakdancing, break street in just a minute. But, well, you can't dance in front of the White House. It's not allowed. It's not proper, you know. And I like that it's just like this weird back alley. Like this is where breakdancing happened. In my school, it happened in the school gymnasium a lot. And as you're about to see, it happened in my mother's living room a lot. So let's go to the tape here. And now, unfortunately, this is going to be muted. Actually, because this is just filled with every song that I just showed you from that album. But if we go over here to the left monitor, we are going to be transported back in time to 1984 with a much smaller Jack Flack doing some of my sweet breakdancing moves here. Now, there's a lot to unpack in this video. There's an awful lot to unpack. First of all, I do have on the white shirt I'm wearing underneath says the Wave Machine, which was a cool breakdancing shirt. But it was a little too small. Look at that sweet. That's some sweet something I'm doing there. I've got red parachute pants on that were too long because if I bought them that went around my waist, then the legs were too long. So I had to usually tuck them in my shoes. And this is I don't know what that is. There's some silly things going on in this. And then, you know what? I'm going to go back because this is a guy from my school. But I'm going to go back because I want to talk about this overshirt here. Everybody wore, yeah, I mean, this is the show. If you're going to see one episode, this is the, we'll see a reenactment. I got to go take my back pills. Everybody was wearing shirts with cut off sleeves and cut off, you know, like to show the midriff, which I did, but unfortunately I was a little tubby. And so it was not a good look on me. So I had cut the sleeves off this shirt. And hey, Darren, what's going on? Well, if you have just tuned in, you've tuned in for the best episode. This will really be the epitome of Sprite Castle, the video series, as I do some more sweet moves. That's a sweet looking couch too. This is my dad's, or I mean the house I grew up in, our living room. This was a friend of mine from school who was a much better break dancer than I was. And so I lured him over to my house and said, hey, I have a video camera and you can do moves while my dog bothers you. And so anyway, then when I got him over, I tried to get him to teach me how to do sweet breakdancing. You know, nothing really bends like that anymore. I mean, sometimes it does, but it's on accident. My dad may still have that same couch, and my dad definitely has that coffee table. So when you say where's the cardboard, it's coming out because my mom had one of those big cardboard ironing board things, and we definitely will bring that out when we start backspinning because as embarrassed as I am to say, this is not the only video I have of me inviting people over to my house to do breakdancing. Notice the seamless transition of the, that's some sweet popping and lock. You know, I wish I could say that any of this was choreographed. But I just remember doing things like, hey, you know, like I would give direction. I would say, hey, if I go down, point the camera down at me. And if I go up, point it up at me. That was hard on the knees. I shouldn't have done that. My knees kill me these days. My dad still has that mirror up. He still has that table. There's still a couch there. My parents got separated when I was a kid. I mean, not when I was a kid, when I was 19 or 20. And so some of those things are gone. There's a thimble collection on the wall. Actually, there's a picture of me on the right-hand side of me in my karate uniform that you can see right there. And that picture is still hanging on the wall, I think. Yeah, this guy was a way better break dancer than I was. But that was my thing. I would say, hey, you want to come over to my house and we could do some sweet breakdancing. And that's why, unfortunately, why I have to mute it is because I was literally playing the record that I showed you. This is not really breakdancing. This is just me doing a mime. I'm doing a mime bit. Oh boy. Hey, now Break Street's got the music going, which is that is fine. I mean, it seems to me like he was better than I was. But you know, I suppose it's all relative. So this is the first of 2 videos. By the way, all of my breakdancing videos. Oh, now we get into the special effects. The camera has the inverse thing, and of course we had to do the inverse to show that we were really artistic. So, all right. And then look, he does this cool move where he pulls his shirt up. I can't pull that move off. My gut would just hang out. I'd never get it tucked back into those stupid parachute pants. That was not a move in my repertoire. So, all right, we're going to take a break for the... that's true. It was incredible. Let's take a break and go back over, and we're going to play a little bit more Break Street, and then we've got another sweet breakdancing video that we will dive into. And this time, it is a twofer act. So let's get back into Break Street. You know what? We've got the double trouble, the twins here. Those seem like, you know what, Aaron? This is, I mean, this is all out. Again, this is, if you're not aware, tonight's stream is dedicated to, gosh, let's see if I can get this back up here. Oh, there we go. Is the early announcement today that the sad passing of Shabbo-Doo. He had a, felt like he had COVID. He had a COVID test yesterday and said that it was negative, but he was still, it seemed to be having all the effects and felt so weak and unfortunately passed away today at the age of 65. Can you believe that? I cannot believe Ozone was 65 years old. That's just amazing to me. So, all right, we're on, let's see, we got D-Dog here. Let's go. We're going to take the Double Trouble twins out here. Now, there is a mode where you can just perform moves if you wanted to and not have to worry about the time limit. But, and notice how there was a high score there. What was it, like 30,000 or something? But it's just been erased. So it just keeps the latest score of each guy's. All right, let's go into the knee spin. And there is a head spin or a hand spin. It's very hard to do. Let's try to get back down before my time runs out. There it is. Oh, sweet. Go from that into a back spin. Look at my bonus. Head spin. Hand spin. Oh, no, I'm red. I'm red as a lobster. Get up, get up. Come on, Double Trouble. They get red, and then, I mean, if you get tuckered out, that's it. They just kind of pass out. I should be doing some moves, getting some points. Look at those points go up. 37,000, 38,000. Oh, let's do that. Cool. God, this makes me want to be a break dancer. All right. I mean, again, spin it up, spin it up. Look at all that bonus time. Let's stay down here. Let's rack up the points. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get us a good combo going. 4. Let's go out on the hand spin. Go back down. Let's see. What is this? Oh, the windmill. Don't get up, get up, get up. Come on, lobster guys. Oh, tuckered out. That's all right, though. Look at that score. All right, I need a high score to put in here. Let's see. We got Rob Boogaloo, the Rob Wave Master, Flack Dance. If you guys can think of anything else I can put in here. How about Magic Toes Fleck? When I was a kid, a Commodore 64 has a RCA output for audio, and I had a Y splitter, and I ran this to my little boombox, and I recorded this song onto a cassette tape. And I used to, Commodance is a good one. All right, we're going to use that for D-Dog here. Commodance, that is a good one. Is the C64 Mini good? Well, the C64 Mini is cheap. Of course, the C64 Maxi is out now. Of course, if you can get one, that's the key to that. But I just did a review of the C64 Maxi. It plays pretty darn well. I mean, it's pretty good. Oh, come on, lobster guy, get up, get up. The emulation is not bad. I mean, it's emulation on a chip. It's running Vice. So if you're happy, and in fact, I believe the 8-bit computer guy did some comparisons and found that the lag on it was comparable to what's on a PC. I mean, it's really not that bad. So if you're wanting a standalone device, you need to get a USB hub to hook up to it, because the Mini only has 2 USB ports. And if you're going to be loading things off of, look at that, seamless, just goes into that. All right, get up, get up, get up, get up. What's my score? 50,000. Okay. Oh, get back up. I'm tuckered out. All right, I'm going out. Moonwalk, moonwalk, go down. All right, let's get some more spins going. Come on, come on, come on. Look at that. Oh, I got more bonus. Oh, get up, get up. Come on, lobster dude. Oh, this is the greatest score of the night. Time is up. Oh, and then he just... King... You know, I always thought the King Tut was the stupidest thing, and you're about to see me and my friends do a bunch of it here in the next video that we'll be showing. Commodance. That is a great term. Oh! PL Carey is now following. What's up, my friend? I'm so glad that you dropped in. You know, it's funny because I have friends in so many different places. I have friends on Twitter and friends on Facebook and you know, guys that I know from forums, and so I always feel that it's I always feel like I'm you know, just blasting stuff out there when I say like, oh, I'm going to be streaming, you know, and I hate doing that because I hate, like, I'm just flooding everybody's channels. But yeah, see, I would expect you would have probably seen it on Facebook. All right, let's get a good score for Whip Rock, and then we're going to get into another video. We met in prison. We were on a our cell block was the official dance team. Yeah, I did notice that this is very what's the not ethnically diverse, I guess is the proper term. They had their idea of who these breakdancers were, and so that's what you get in this game. Of course, this predates anything. Oh, hey, Morty, what's up, my friend? Oh, let's go hand spin into the helicopter, back to the hand. Oh, come on, get up. Oh, no. It's when he gets red, that's when you get dangerous. Oh, no, come on, come on, come on. Whew. Yeah, you want to get as many combos as you can without... I mean, if it gets down there to the bottom, then it's all for nothing. All right, let's get back down here. All right, I'm going to show you, you know what, I'll do a run in a minute. Right after this one, I'll show you something strange. And I don't really understand why they did this. All right, stand up. Oh, stand up, stand up. No, I got all that bonus and I got beached out. All right, I need another name here. You know what I'm going to say? My name's going to be... Cell block Rob. So there's one thing that's odd about this game. Oh, you hear it lock up the music right there. Whenever it saves the disc, it always does that. Who's got the worst score? Okay, Show Rock. We'll do it with him. So and of course tonight I'm just playing with a USB gamepad. There's one move here where if you do, so like let's say you go right, and we'll moonwalk to the right. Okay, there are many there are many odd things here. Now let's just do a diagonal like down and to the right. He just falls and he starts crying. And then that's it. Your time's over. Now, you have to say like, okay, maybe I should have been on the ground, right? Like maybe that was a move that could only be done when you're on the floor doing a groundwork, right? So we'll go down to the ground. So we're down here working the ground, and I'll hit diagonal down to the right. And he just does it again. He just falls down. So I don't know why. Yeah, that's a bad move. So it's almost like they've just added one move to the joystick that just ends your game. So if you're just randomly hitting directions, if you hit that direction, then that won't. It's not a good idea. But if you are down... Where's all my stuff? I got all my stuff set up. Boom. I could never do the windmill. I could go around like half one time, and then I would just come down and just land on my face. This is just a collection of moves I could never do. Also, not a head spinning. I was a little too torso thick for the backspin. So let's get over here. And again, we will keep the game's audio just because I can't play the audio on these clips, unfortunately, because they all have copyrighted music in the background. And again, all the songs on these videos came from these two records I showed earlier, which is the soundtrack of Breakin. Now, I will tell you, see how this one, soundtrack of Breakin, has a 99-cent price tag on it, and then this was Electric Breakdance. My other, these were pretty much the soundtrack. These and Beat Street were the soundtrack for all my breakdancing. My dad had a shed out in behind his house, and when I moved out, a lot of my stuff went out there, and one was all my records. And when I went to go get them back, it was this big wavy platter kind of looking thing. And so I did have to replace that. Fortunately, as you can see, for 99 cents, it wasn't that much. Does the Commodore 64 have a memory card save manager? Well, if you're talking about the C64 Mini, it has save states built in. So if you're getting that, then you could do save states that way. There are, like Buck Owen said, there are cartridges, Action Replay, he says Super Snapshot, Final cartridge is the one I had. That will actually, very timely you would bring that up. Is Darren still in the house? Darren will appreciate this, and my Commodore guys will love this. I was sorting through cartridges. This is my fast load cartridge, which is so old and worn out that there is no label left on it. Oh, you know what? That was the main one. Then this is a replacement one that I got later, an Epix fast load. This is my original Final cartridge that I had. Of course, you've got your reset button and your freeze button on that. Let's save that one for last. This is my Super Snapshot cartridge that the label came off years ago. This I think each one of these was about $50, which was expensive for a kid. Now, if you played a lot of downloaded Commodore 64 games, you will recognize this next one. The old Ice Pick cartridge. This did not have a button on the side. It has a toggle switch that toggles on and off, and you would load something into memory and then flip your switch, and it would flip over, and then you could dump the contents to memory. Of course, all these other cartridges, most of them will do that as well. And then, this is probably the rarest cartridge, and I mean, it has a sticker on here, and I peeled it off, but I found this at in a box of Atari games at a thrift store. But this is the CinemaWare Warp Speed that also has button and a switch on there and stuff. I never had this one as a kid, but I did pick that up later. So, all right. Are we ready for some more breakdancing fun? Let's go over here. Let's see what we've got. Now, this was another night where I invited a couple of classmates over. That's me in the background. Now, there's this thing that happened to me a lot for some reason is I had a lot of friends that either played sports or did other things. And so they always had like these two kids that came over. As you'll see, they both have matching gray sweatsuits. They have gray hoodies and gray sweats. And I didn't have anything like that. So I'm literally wearing a coat inside out to make it look white. Now, this is a move you don't see every day. This is kind of like the dual, I like to call this the little too close for comfort move today. It doesn't, can't say that I enjoy that. So there's always that weird awkwardness too when you invited people over. Now look, you were talking about cardboard. Here we go. Here's Mom's, I think that's an ironing thing. I forget what that is. Of course, you can see it's all been ripped up from us doing spins on it and stuff. Look at that. That's pretty good. I mean, for a dopey white kid in Oklahoma, that's a pretty good backspin. I'd like some credit there. That should be worth some bits, Pinback. I think Pinback comes in heavy at the beginning of the show, and then he tails off. But if you were giving out bits, now this is the third kid. I mean, everybody just knew how to do a backspin when we were kids. Look at that. There's a lot of this going on. The two-person wave. That's my friend Jason on the left, who is now he runs a dietitian, I think, type store. I guess that's what you'd call it, like a food thing where they provide meals. And, oh, you can't have the cardboard like that, Terry. And he is a semi-professional bodybuilder who competes in, I don't know, bodybuilding competitions, I guess is the way. And Terry, I lost track of Terry, but he went, when he graduated, he got a scholarship and he went to the minor leagues to be a pitcher. And then, for whatever reason, it didn't work out. And he came back. I know he was teaching sports and stuff for a while. But now there's a big pile of pillows there, but what the pillows, this is another sweet move I tried to do. The pillows are hiding a mini trampoline. And so that's how we would run, and that's how we made our entrance. Boing, jump off the trampoline there. But unfortunately what happens with a lot of these things, and eventually what happens in this sweet footage, yeah, the camera work was never. Well, the thing is that I'd invite these people over, and then they'd never used a camera, so the camera work's good when I do it, just bad when other people do it. And then I had to tell Jason, like, don't stand there, dude. I'm jumping in. You're like ruining my entrance. This is it was so tough to communicate, like, you're like, hey, we're doing the wave, and then somebody put the camera in your feet. You're like, all right, I guess I'll do some feet maneuvers. We didn't have a lot of there was a lot of breakdancing on camera and breakdancing at school, but there was not a lot of rehearsing. Was I into ELO back in the day? Not really. I was into, what was on the radio, I had a phase, about 5 or 10 years ago where I kind of jumped into, went back and listened to a bunch of 70s rock that I hadn't really listened to, and I got into ELO and a bunch of other stuff. But as a kid, I wasn't really into ELO. I don't know what this move is. This is more like CPR or something. Oh, we're trying to do a hey Curtis, what's going on? I don't remember getting a box of tapes with Breakin and Breakin 2. Yes, that's the infamous wheelbarrow move. Also, you can see the couch has been moved because my sister started taking piano lessons, and so we've put a piano there. I seem to be hurt. I can't tell. That's oh, there goes the dog. Dog's getting in the way. And I think this is about to devolve into I don't know what this is. All right. Well, I think that's nobody could ever moonwalk like we would just. Oh yeah, see what happens? It turns into karate fighting. Goes from breakdancing to karate fighting. That's no good. All right. Let's get back to the game at hand again. If you've joined us late, the reason for tonight's stream, if we need a reason at doing anything at all, is we're playing some Break Street and sharing some breakdancing memories in honor of Shabbo-Doo, the famous breakdancer from Breakin and Breakin 2, who passed away at the age of 65. Yeah, it must have been somebody else from the retros. I don't think that. I'm sure I never got those tapes. I don't have Breakin or Breakin 2. I have a few original VHS tapes, but not those. Wait, is that an intentional typo that they called you Boy Gorge? I don't think that I had a official. Let's get this set back up here. Who do we want to be? Does anybody have a vote? We can be D-Dog. We can be Whip Rock. We can be Show Rock or Double Trouble. The first one that pops up in the chat is who we will be. And then let's get it onto the game mode. Yeah. Doesn't seem like there's big preference over who we are, so let's, we'll pick D-Dog. He doesn't get, D-Dog doesn't get the attention because he's off screen. I don't know why, like they didn't have room for him or something. I shouldn't have bid him though because, man, he's got a good score. Well, he had one. Now we're going to have to rack it back up. Those other ones in the 70s, 70,000, a good score in this game. We, on the first video that I showed when me and the one guy were breakdancing, we did an intermission thing where we introduced ourselves, and I called myself the Wave Machine, which I never called myself again. It was like a one-time thing, and it was because that shirt I had on that said the Wave. Alright, look at that bonus. Alright, get up, lobster guy. Come on, get up. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think this is the same D-Dog. You know what? In honor of D-Dog, we will be R-Dog. And again, I wish I could play the audio on those videos, but I know it will get me complaints on Twitch for playing. I'm sure it's Jam On It is what we were listening to. Jam On It or Rocket, those were our two big ones that were both on the electric breakdance album. I, of course, as a fan of Breakin, you may or may not know this. All right, so here's what we got to get out. Stand up. Is the song Reckless from the first soundtrack, for the first Breakin soundtrack, is performed by Ice-T. Ice-T also performs the... all of that stupid movie does. Ice-T performs as the DJ in the club when they go to the club and have the break off with Electro Rock, who are the bad break dancers. That's who I wanted to be as a kid. I was like, I didn't want to be in a real gang or anything. I just wanted to be a member of Electro Rock. And anyway, that whole rap is performed by Ice-T, and not ashamed to say that I have that song on my phone, the MP3, and I do know it by heart. All right, stand back up. Got some more bonus points. Well, Breakin' 2, Electric Boogaloo was obviously the sequel. That was, it's very inferior to the first movie. I think most people will agree with that. Oh, we just head spin off. Oh yeah, I know it's easy to confuse. Oh my gosh, you know what? I've been talking this whole time. I've left it off the, I'm so stupid. I've been talking with it on the picture while I was dancing. I'm going to call that, this one will be called Dummy Dancer because nobody can see it. All right, let's go back over. We'll do, let's be the twins. I like the twins. Well, you didn't miss much. It was just my sweet moves. Get a little too much into the game and forget about the stream. What I'm afraid of is that you won't be able to get the visions of me dancing out of your head. You'll be having nightmares tonight. You'll be like, oh my gosh, there was this guy and he was jumping off pillows and spinning around on cardboard. So yeah, the thing about Breakin', the first move, and of course these are all classic movies from canon, right? The first movie, Breakin', is kind of has this urban feel, but it's a fake urban feel. You know what I mean? It's not. I mean, the real urban movie is Beat Street. Like Beat Street is a lot more about the scene. There's a lot more about graffiti and the lifestyle and things like that. Whereas Breakin' is, it's about street dancing, and of course the heart of the conflict is the conflict between the whether or not street dancing is an art, and you've got Kelly, who's the train dancer, versus Ozone and Turbo, who are the street dancers. Oh man, I got all that turbo, or that 110,000. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what? That will never be beat. R.I.P. Shabbo-Doo. Why was breakdancing? What's funny about breakdancing if you think about it? Oh gosh, we got the yellow guy, Show Rock, man. His how are the moves scored? I have no idea. You know what? I've never been able to find a manual for this. This is all trial and error. But so Breakin', again, it wasn't the more serious urban feeling that you got from Beat Street. It was a little bit more lighthearted. There was some more laughs, a little jokey kind of stuff, But then in Breakin' 2, Oh, you own an original of this? I would love to see an actual manual for this. Breakin 2 is like the dopiest. It's that plot that's been done a million times, which is, oh, we got to save the orphanage, so we got to put on a show and raise some money. I mean, it's just a silly movie. And you can tell that there's no plot because there's so much dancing. I mean, the first, like, 15 minutes are just, like, 3 dance numbers back to back. Like nothing is happening, you know? And then, of course, they have the rich, white city employees who show up and they're like, you know, you can always tell when there's nothing good's going to happen when a guy shows up in a Cadillac and gets out in front of your building and he's holding blueprints. Like, that is never going to be a good sign, you know? And so, and the thing about, if you watch the first one and the second one, and by the way, both these are out on Blu-ray, or not Blu-ray, they might be on Blu-ray, but they're on DVD. I bought them on DVD a few years back. Oh, beached out, bro. Let's see. What is a DVD? A DVD is a digital device that contains things that can be ripped and placed on your media server. That is what a DVD is. We gotta get D-Dog's score up. So see how D-Dog's score is 64,000 or whatever, and then we'll, the minute you press the button, his score just disappears. So it's not the highest score it's keeping up there, it's just the most recent score. Alright, D-Dog. Well, that is also a Blu-ray, except for, unfortunately, Blu-ray takes, depending on what quality you want to save it, takes 2 steps, because the first step, I've heard, is make MKV, and then you got to run it through Handbrake if you want to get it down to a smaller size. Something like that. I haven't been going to thrift stores or antique stores for quite a while. I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's this giant pandemic and a lot of those places around me closed. But they're starting to open up, and I actually went to a antique mall today, and there was a booth set up that was filled with Blu-rays, and all the Blu-rays were $1, which I thought DVDs were $1. So to see Blu-rays for $1, I was kind of surprised. The thing that I thought was interesting is that everything was really dusty. I was like, I guess nobody's been here in a while. All right, let's King Tut. King Tut, again, one of the stupidest moves. Like, I know that I'm trying to place this time-wise. I mean, it would have been around the same time the whole walk like an Egyptian Bengals phase, you know. But I don't... Oh, what happened? Oh, I ran out of time. What did we do? 91,000. That's not too bad. My new TV out in the in my home theater is 4K, but I don't have a 4K player yet. So I need somebody to send me about 300 bits or whatever, so I could get a 4K player. What's a good? I'm gonna be Blu-ray breaker. Your eyes are only around 2.5K. My eyes are terrible. So a lot of you know. So I definitely. It took me a while to be able to see the difference between DVD and Blu-ray, because my TV wasn't very good, and so when I would watch it, I was like, well, it kind of looked the same to me. But you know what? I'm trying to let's see, whose score do we think? We think we could get. I don't know if I can break. If I could break 100,000 on all of them, I would quit. All right, let's see what we can do. I decided that I was only gonna. I need to set an official rule for Blu-rays. Like I wanted to say something like, I'll only buy Blu-rays for movies that X, and I never came out with what X was. You know, like, oh, right off the bat. But look at that score, 39,000. You know what? I just bought a new TV. If you go to, if you can see all the way back over this way, the one that has, I think I left Mario Brothers on it. I just bought a 32-inch TV because I've got the C64 is hooked up. Plus, my Raspberry Pi is hooked up, and when I get a Mister, it's going to get hooked up to that. And it was on sale at Sam's. It's 32-inch. It was on sale at Sam's for $99, and it has Chromecast built in. So, all right. So we screwed up that guy's score. We got to get back to him. Come on, Whip Rock. But, so, I don't know, I gotta come up with some sort of, Blu-ray, like, I want to say something like, okay, I'm only gonna buy a movie on Blu-ray if I've seen it more than 5 times. Or I'm only gonna get a movie on Blu-ray if, you know, something like that, some sort of qualifier. I've got about 5 Blu-rays that I just got as random lots or whatever that I just need to throw away. They're like movies I'll never watch. Oh, god dang it, I didn't switch over again. Thank you for telling me that. I gotta, you know what I gotta do is I need to move. I've got the OBS on a, I'm gonna move OBS, onto the same monitor. I've got it on a separate monitor, and what's happening is I forget to see where it's at. I'm going to call this one. Now I want to make it D-Boy Dummy. Yeah, it's got to be, you know what I mean? It's got to be, like I said, it's got to be a movie that, that I really like. I have Jaws on Blu-ray. I have, I don't know. I have Labyrinth. Actually, I'm a huge fan of Labyrinth. So is Steel Rat. And I bought Labyrinth, and then I remember one time I was at Walmart or somewhere, and I saw Labyrinth on Blu-ray, and I bought it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love that movie. I'm gonna, I'd love to have that on Blu-ray. And I bought it, and I came home, and when I got home, I went out to my Blu-ray shelf, and I like to keep all my movies alphabetical, and put it up, and of course, I already had Labyrinth. So I've done that on occasion. I do use, I got an app on my phone now that tracks all my movies, although I literally packed up all my DVDs. I'm donating them all to the Arcadia Retrocade. They've got a party room, and sometimes they have people have parties and watch movies, and so I got all my DVDs. I mean, everything's now on my media server, so there's just no reason to have the discs. And actually, Steel Rat and another friend of mine kind of convinced me of that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just having the physical media. I don't know. I'm a physical media guy. I've got a thing behind me that's got about over 1,000 floppies, 5.25-inch floppies. But DVDs now just seem so expendable. Okay, so we got 100,000 with this guy. That's 2 out of 4. Once we get 4 out of 4, then we're going to be all done. By the way, I didn't see you sneak in there, Steve Burks, but thanks for jumping in there. And I know what you mean. I had, an entire wall full of DVDs, and then I had one. I needed, you know what I'm going to call this guy? I'm going to call him DVD Danny. DVD Danny boy. All right. You know what? Let's, again, we'll go over to, we'll bring the OBS live, and as we all know, tonight's stream is dedicated to the terrible passing of Shabbo-Doo, the great breakdancer Ozone from Breakin and Breakin 2. He was in a lot of other things. He was a choreographer. He choreographed one of Madonna's tours. He did, he did all kinds of different things. What else do we got up here? There's the headspin guy that we've got. We got this guy. And you know what we can do is we will bring this up one more time. We'll go back to the original here. It's me. It's my sweet breakdancing debut in 19. Let's see, this would have been 6th grade because the other kid in this video was a year younger than me. And I went to a school that was only 5th and 6th grade. So this had to be 6th grade. So this could have been, if it was before Christmas, it would have either been the fall of 90 or 84 or the spring of 85. I don't know what that move is. I do like that sweet hop around, that 360 spin. This is my turbo walk, which was not very good. It's hard to do that in parachute pants. You would have think if I were to do this video now, I would vacuum the floor before I started shooting. I also don't know what that move is. That thing where I just wrap my head around my neck multiple times, and then I slap myself. There's the infamous shirt over the head move. I was pretty dang good at breakdancing. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I know, and then in 7th grade when I met, the thing was that I was into a lot of different things. I was into, let's see, who do we got? Oh, Show Rock. We need to get him to 100,000. I had, I always say, well, I had my next door neighbors, Jeff knows Doug and Greg, and they had, Greg was the older, well, the middle brother, and he played guitar, and so he got us into Motley Crue and stuff like that. Yeah, I was kind of all the kids in Strange Things, and if you if you knew, well, so Steel Rat and I mean, we did everything together. We played Commodore games. I played before I met him, but then we got big into Dungeons and Dragons and making dungeons and castles and all kinds of stuff like that. Get up, get up, get up. All right. Oh, boy. I got some bonus time. Guy, you need to get your health up, my friend. We're going to break that score. All right, let's get some spinning going. Okay, get up, get up, get up, get up. Yes, Steel Rat does not dance. I'm pretty sure Steel Rat did not dance at his wedding or at my wedding. We were ninjas together. We were break dancers together. Oh yeah, okay. I broke 6 figures. We only got one guy left, and then that's going to be it. I think with massive amounts of alcohol, I would be more likely to break dance than just regular dance. Let's see. Who should we call this guy? Call it drunk. The drunk wave man. Hey, by the way, Steel Rat, I ran into Scott at now this is just me talking to my friends on Twitch while other people are hanging out. I ran into Scott at 7-Eleven today, and he says he is up for a Nasty Pirates night, which I'm not allowed to talk. Nasty Pirates is more secret than Fight Club. It cannot be discussed. But so after New Year's in a weekend or two, there will be a gathering of the Nasty Pirates, so get ready for that. Yesterday for the ninjas, we just look fat and old. It's all part of the disguises. Yeah. I'm kind of glad. Well, I won't say glad, but I'm sure, there's so few things in my life that I've got rid of. Oh, I hit the wrong diagonal. There's so few things that I've gotten rid of. I mean, I have an entire room, I have an entire house dedicated to stuff that I owned as a kid. And there's a reason I got rid of the ninja suit. I'm pretty sure it quit fitting about 9th or 10th grade. So there's no getting back into the ninja. The tabi are not going to fit. None of it. Nasty Pirates. I think I mentioned this to you, but I did register on nastypirates.com for no reason. But all right, let's get this score up here, D-Dog. People have stuff to do for the rest of their night. We got to get these scores up. This was I don't remember where I got this game originally. I mean, it's just on a disc that had 20 or not 20, but 8 games or something, like just this big. Oh, get up. Oh, not enough, D-Dog. Not enough. His name is Not Enough Ned. Alright, let's get back to him. When I talk about games, and by the way, I did review this game in depth on Sprite Castle a long time ago. I believe it was episode number 6, so it was a very early. It could have been from a Copy Fest. Very early episode of Sprite Castle, so I can't lay any claims to the quality. But if you want to hear more about this game, you could go to podcast.robohara.com and go check out Sprite Castle and look at episode number 6, I believe, is Break Street. I did recently play Break Dance by Epix on the Commodore, and it is a terrible game. I mean, it's basically just Simon. Oh my gosh, you know what? I'm going to have to remember something here. I got to flip back to the video in just a second. I can't see where it's at. We'll find it though. Alright, let's get that bonus time going, buddy. Handspin, that looks like it would just break your wrist. Get up. If I don't peter out here, oh, I'm doing good now. We're in good hands. Let's just get that stamina back up a little bit. Where's that one move I like? No, that's not it. That's alright. There we go. We broke the 6-figure mark. Yeah, there's a lot of things in my life that have come back full circle, I mean, like I'm not going to be running around outside as a ninja anytime soon, but, I have a couple of skateboards. I mean, I'm not skateboarding actively, but I have skateboards hanging on the wall and stuff, but I just don't see breakdancing coming back in the way that it was a part of my life in the 80s, I just don't. Oh, we haven't even heard this part of the game. Beached out, but that's okay. That was the highest score of the night. Highest score of the night. We're going to call this Copy Fest Jammy. Oh, well, I had typed Jamu, which is fine. Anyway, I saw while this was going on, I want to show flip back over to the video one last time because this is playing in the left-hand screen as the game is going on. And I think we're... And there's me showing off the electric breakdance album that we are listening to. Again, I'll flip back just so you can see that. There's the electric breakdance from the video from 1984. And here it is in 2020, almost 2021. Still, you know, I wonder if I've ever converted this to MP3. I do have a record player that's a USB record player. I don't know that I've ever converted this over. I probably clean up a lot of pops and scratches and stuff like that. Hey man, I would love to do that. In fact, I was wondering if Arcadia was going to be doing something for New Year's, but I haven't heard anything. But yeah, I definitely need to get out there to Arcadia again, and I sure miss going out there. I miss seeing Shay and Vic and all those guys. So let's see. We'll take a final look here at the scores. And we got everybody over the six-figure mark. So I figure that's as good a place as any to wrap this up. So we got to see some vintage records. We got to see some breakdancing footage. You don't see that every day. Yeah, I hope that everybody had a good Christmas. Hold on, I'm going to kill Whip Rock here. Kill the volume there. I hope everybody had a good Christmas. 2020 has been kooky as all get out. But I hope everybody, you know, like I said, got to... we actually did Christmas. My dad came over and he was in a different... My dad and I sat out in the workshop and we had Zoom on. That's what he wanted to do, and so we did that. And New Year's, my dad always calls New Year's amateur night. But oh, that reminds me, Steel Rat, I have a Christmas / New Year's gift for you sitting here. So send me a message later or text me, or I'll text you after this, and I'll just call you after this. This is how my streams work. I just call people afterwards. But I will bring that by because you might want it for New Year's. So let's see. We got Amigos, Retro Gaming. I'm just looking who's left in the channel here. Aaron's in here, a 10. Beefhearted, Bujix, Buck Owens, Captain Screw, Commander Root, Copper Thumb, the ever-present Howget Mod. Where's Howget Mod? Hey, Howget Mod. Curtis. And I forgot, was it Mislinity? Was that right? Of course, Mr. P. Carey. Re1YK. It makes, I want to say Y2K, but it's Re1YK. Steel Rat, Steve Burtz, and the wide world of retro. Thank you guys so much for dropping by again. I hope you have a great New Year's, and I hope you have a very safe New Year's, and I hope you have a great 2021. I hope it's at least as good, if not better, than 2020 was. So let's open up Twitch. And I get the cool echo before I